Hi, I'm Andrew. Welcome to the Walk of Doom. It was created by Andrew Mackle, Patrick, and Stefan and Lorraine. It starts out with a hologram. You walk in, and onto a smoke screen, a skeleton is produced. It is done by a projector. The projector consists of a light and a flipped image and a convex lens. The screen is a smoke image, and the equation is 1 over F equals 1 over DO plus 1 over DI. Our next attraction is the vibrating air columns. This is done by fans blowing over the top of these large water tanks. Since they are filled, almost full, they create a high-pitched sound because there's not much air room. The formula for this is lambda equals 4L. The next in the wavelength is 1/4. And our next attraction is refraction that can be seen all around the funhouse. It is done by having the 2 large water tanks, and it mixes up light that comes in from all different angles and shoots it out in all different angles. It also mixes up where people look like they are, so it creates a confusion. Our next attraction is the gas tube. The gas tube is done by having a propane tank hooked up to a large pipe with closed ends. At the very end is a speaker that creates compressional waves. The tube has small holes at the top that lets gas out and makes a flame. Since the speaker is compressing and contracting the gas, it makes the flame go in different patterns, looks like a wave. Our next attraction is the Hall of Mirrors. They are curved mirrors, convex and concave. They create virtual images behind the mirror, and this is the object. And our next attraction is the piano, the giant piano, which is a step-on piano. It works by having a hammer hitting the string when you step on the keys. There are many different sizes and thicknesses. There are many different thicknesses of strings. The thicker the string, the lower the pitch. And the amplitude is affected on how hard you step on it. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks.
Hi, welcome to our Walk of Doom, which centers around the main theme of illusions. Our first attraction is a hologram, which you will encounter being projected onto a smoke screen by a light projecting an upside-down image through a convex lens. After you pass the hologram, you encounter a vat of water, a circular vat of water, about 3/4 of the way with water, obviously. A fan at the end of a tube will be causing the tube to vibrate, and since the water is filled 3/4 of the way, it will produce a higher pitched sound. And the equation for that is lambda equals 4L. After you pass that, you encounter our second attraction that has to do with light. That is refraction. Since light bends towards the normal, you will see through here a person where they are not, which is caused by the refraction. After you pass that, you will enter into the Hall of Mirrors, which includes convex and concave mirrors producing virtual images. After you pass that, you encounter compressional sound waves in a tube filled with gas, and what happens is that there's a speaker at the end of the tube, which creates compressional waves through the gas. The compressional waves of the gas will escape through the top of the tube, which has little holes in it, which creates fire. At the end of the haunted house, you will see a giant step-on piano. And what happens is that when you step on the piano, it will produce perfect streaks instead of like normal, pleasant pitched piano noises, which will then freak you out. When you step on the piano, a hammer will strike a string. The thicker the string, the lower the pitch will be. The thinner the string, the higher the pitch will be. and the strings will produce transverse waves as well, because music is transverse wave.
Start.
Hello, I'm Patrick, and this is the Walk of Doom at Loyola. First thing is we have a hologram where we have a light shining on an upside-down object through a convex lens and producing a regular object on a wall of smoke. Next we have our main attraction, which has two concepts in it. The first one is we have wind passing over a tube, causing vibration in the tube to make a high-pitched sound. The high-pitched sound is because it is 3/4 filled with water, only allowing one-fourth of the wavelength to be in the tube, or in like the tub of water. Next, we have the concept of refraction. This is when person 1 sees person 2 somewhere where they are not. This is because light rays bend towards the medium in a substance that is more dense than air, so they refract this way and see him there. Then we have the Hall of Mirrors, concave and convex lens. In the concave lens, they are in front of the focal point, making them bigger and virtual image. Then we have convex lens, making them virtual and smaller. And then we move on to the compressional sound waves. This is because in this gas tube there's holes on top, letting the compressional waves exit, creating fire. And then lastly, we have the piano, where you step on a piano, a hammer triggers off a transverse wave, creating amplitude and sound, and then you walk out. And so for some concepts, this one is di plus 1 over do plus 1 over di equals 1 over f. This concept is refraction.
Stop! Alright, last thing you need to do.
Compressional waves, vibrating palms, and an amplitude.